the idiot Brandon. You can lead us in.
Okay, we're gonna get started now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the After Credit Show. I'm your host, Brandon, and today I am joined by only Evander, because Ben died. In today's episode,
The spirit of Ben is
Stranger
gonna
Things
possess you throughout this episode.
is gonna possess me. Ben
Yeah.
is, he
That's
has it out for me.
that's how he'll guest
Uh,
star.
he'll make appearances throughout this episode. He might
Yeah.
even join at some point. He's unpredictable.
Yeah.
But in today's episode, Stranger Things 5 initial thoughts, Lanterns has gotten a trailer, and Aaron Paul not making his return to Invincible, and much more. So stay tuned. But before we get into this episode, consider liking and subscribing to the channel to support us in everything we do here. And if you don't know, at the end of each episode, we do a comic book club. Last week's pick was Matt Fraction's Hawkeye, My Life as a Weapon. So if you'd like to read along, you can pause the episode now, go read it, and come back to join the conversation. And if not, enjoy the rest of the episode. With all that being said,
Yay.
Evander, you can take it away with the first bit of news.
Netflix fucking canceled Zack Snyder projects.
Yeah! Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not saying it's just
No, it's not. It's
people
not.
have been leading very heavily into this theory that Netflix, like, wherever Zack Snyder goes, his fans are like, they love him. They love
Yeah.
him so much there, and they want him to run. They want to give him all their money, and like everything's a huge hit. Everything he does, and every studio, like, you know, he gets pushed away sometimes, but like all the studios love him, and they want to give him everything they have. And Netflix is a big one because at least that one there were a lot of statements from like the people who run Netflix who were like, yeah, more Zack Snyder the better. So, you know, his fans are like, Netflix is his home, and they're gonna buy WB just to bring back the Snyderverse on Netflix with him. And they just apparently have shit canned.
That's for sure happening. Yeah.
And they just shit canned all of his stuff.
Well, I feel like this news already came out, no? Like, I remember when Rebel Moon Part 2 had come out, there was like 2 other parts planned, right? And they canceled both of them?
No, they have never been.
And the video game?
They've never been officially canceled, and the video game did come out, and it was a Netflix video game.
The video game came out?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Do you know any Netflix games? Like, it's on Netflix. Like, it's
No.
just Netflix.
I know that Netflix has a tab for games, but the only ones I've ever seen were like that they were like mobile games, just being
like
able to be played on the TV now.
Yeah, it's like a Rebel Moon like mobile game.
Oh God, I did not know that came out.
Yeah,
well,
it's on Netflix.
That says all you need to know about that game then.
Yeah. So it was never officially canceled, but I guess now it is. Just reports that it's on Forbes has confirmed, I believe, that they're just not moving forward, and I guess that includes they haven't said what it is, but I guess just they said a third and fourth Zack Snyder project have been claimed. I believe that includes Twilight of the Gods. Season 2 is getting canceled. That's what I saw in the article.
What is that?
That's his Viking anime that ends with the Vikings seeing Jesus on the cross.
What the hell?
Yeah, you know, like there's that meme where Zack Snyder like always he loves his Jesus on the cross symbolism, and like Twilight of the Gods season 1 ends with Odin having a vision of Jesus on the cross. It's pretty based, actually.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
Superman.
Yeah, they literally he was like, enough beating around the bush. I'm putting the old fella on the cross. We're finishing this season, so we're not getting season 2 of that. It doesn't mean we're getting any more Rebel Moon. I believe the Army of the Dead sequels were shit canned a while ago. And then his.
You know, I really did not mind. I never watched what was the other one? Army of Thieves? That was the I didn't watch that, but I didn't mind Army of the Dead. I thought it was a pretty decent zombie
Army
movie.
of the Dead I thought was fine. I had a friend that was talking about it, and he described it. He's like, this movie's like 3 hours, and the first hour and a half is just Dave Bautista offering people increasingly low amounts of money to go on a definite suicide mission. Like, at the end of the movie, he's like, I'll give you $1,000 to go fucking die. That's your cut.
Does he die at the end of that?
I think they all die. I think everybody dies.
I'm pretty sure they all die except for, like, his daughter or something.
Yeah, I think she's the only one that makes it out.
I say that I enjoyed that movie. I don't remember it. I don't remember any of it. I just remember it being like, this is a zombie flick. Yeah, it's like, it's okay. Yeah. So, the action was cool, I think.
He was doing a bit much sometimes. Like, I don't know if you remember, like, at the start of that movie, you can see, like, alien spaceships leaving. And then some of the zombies are like robot, like they're in the when you see big crowds of zombies, there's like robotic cyborg ones, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm setting up my universe." What? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember that at all. I just remember there was like a zombie Elvis in Vegas at
There
the
was a
beginning.
zombie Elvis. I'm pretty sure a zombie tiger.
That was.
Wasn't there a zombie tiger too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think there was a zombie, and then there was the pregnant zombie.
Yeah, and that was
Right? There
also
was a
in.
pregnant woman.
Are you thinking 28 years later, or was that also in Army of
I
the
think it
Dead?
was in both. It might have been in both.
Are
But I
28
might be
years
thinking of 28
later
years later.
ripped off?
28 years later.
Ripped off
Now
Army
that.
of the Dead.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Zack Snyder's always been the blueprint
He
for
is.
everything.
He is. He invented slow motion. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone's mourning the loss of Rebel Moon. I think that script needed another pass, Zachary. Good buddy.
I
Good
think
pal.
so.
I think you needed to give
I don't
that
even
one
think
a once over. The
like
world's
I don't
cool.
think
The aesthetic is cool.
I thought it looked cool. I never.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fully transparent. I didn't watch a single second of those
I saw
movies.
1 and 2, and then I saw the director's cut of 1.
That's crazy that you committed that much time to those.
I'm a Zack Snyder
But-
enthusiast.
Like
I've seen
I
all
haven't
his
even.
stuff.
I don't even really see the Snyder fans go off about these movies or rave about them.
They do.
Like, I don't see any
They-
conversation.
They don't until you say that it didn't do well. Then they're like, actually, it's peak. And everybody watched it.
Oh, because Zack Snyder, he did come out at one point and be like, this movie was seen, like everyone who watches Netflix watches with at least 2 people, and the views are at a point where like it's more than he said it's more than Barbie would have
Yes.
gotten seen.
Yes.
And
according to
that was straight up a lie.
if you did
Not
his
true.
math, and you applied ticket sales to it, Rebel Moon would make more than like Avatar. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Zach. I love you, but it's not the same. As we've talked about before, as I've said multiple times in this podcast, a movie in theaters has to pitch itself and market itself to make you want to leave your house and go and plan a night out with your friends and go to the theater and get dinner and spend $20 on a ticket and $30 on drinks and head back home. You know, and it's a whole endeavor. So a movie needs to motivate you to do that. A movie on Netflix needs to motivate is just trying to get you to go, I guess I won't cancel my Netflix subscription. Maybe I'll watch that next week after work. I don't know. So it's very different.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes, you got to change, you got to take a shower, you got to, do your hair, you got to hop in your car, you got to pay for gas, you got to go to the theater, as opposed to
Speaking of that, like, I'm pretty sure we talked about this last week, and I'm looking it up now. But yeah, Wake Up Dead Man is out. The Rian Johnson, the third Knives Out movie has released, and I didn't know that. I love these movies. I just looked it up. Came out 2 days ago. I had zero clue. I had zero idea that was the case.
that is pretty
I
crazy.
can't believe that right now. That's insane.
I had no idea.
Knives Out did tremendously well.
Yeah, that was like
And
everyone
this
talked about that
movie-
movie. Everybody talked about it. Everyone loved that movie.
And I'm pretty sure I remember Rian Johnson being like, Wake Up Dead Man is going to get another theatrical release like Glass Onion did for a limited time. I don't think that's happened.
No,
I didn't
it's
see
on
any
it's on the,
screenings.
no, it's on the poster, so maybe you missed it, but it definitely happened.
But that being said, again, if I missed it, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, Brandon's
that's
a big
bad
Knives
sign.
Out mystery fan.
Yeah,
he
I even
likes
like
Glass
Glass
Onion,
Onion,
yeah.
which nobody likes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so. I have to watch that after this. That's so upsetting that I didn't know that. Fuck.
It's because these movies aren't meant. You're not supposed to go, I gotta watch it opening day. You're supposed to. They don't care if you watch it open. All they care about is if at one point you're considering canceling Netflix and you see that it's coming out, or you see it's already out and you're like, I guess I'll keep Netflix for a little bit longer. That's all they care about.
I guess so. And
I
nobody's
know.
even talking about. Well, you know what? I will say, Stranger Things
is
came
definitely
out.
consuming that shit.
This fully eclipsed it.
Yeah,
Which
we
why would
can
you release it at the same time as this?
because it doesn't fucking matter. All they
It
care about
doesn't
is that
matter.
the 5 or 10. I'm exaggerating, but like all they care about is that a small group of people who love Glass Onion and Knives Out are gonna see this out and be like, "Oh, I guess I'll keep Netflix." They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck if 1,000 people like.
This is true.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And those movies aren't expensive. Most of the budget goes to the cast, and I'm pretty sure like
That is true.
and
I
I'm
think
pretty sure they work out
cast.
some kind of deal to get them like cheaper. I'm pretty sure they just want to. It's like a thing where they want to do it. And they take like pay cuts because it's like a prestige.
I think
thing.
that you're probably right because like Knives Out did well enough and had a great cast that these actors are probably like, I would love to be a part of that.
Yeah, and Ryan Johnson just. I know if you leave the Star Wars bubble, Ryan Johnson actually has a good reputation. Especially like among actors, people like him. So like I'm sure they're like, oh, Knives Out made a lot of money. Got a bunch of Oscars. People love that. It kind of became like the first Knives Out is a classic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Being able and like it looks like it's fun, right? Like you get to play a fun character in like a classic like movie formula that's very like uncommon these days. So I think actors will just. I'm not positive, but I'm willing to bet that a lot of these actors take like pay cuts to do it because they're like this is just like a
Oh
fun
yeah,
thing
and
to
I
play.
think it's a really fun idea to have like just one consistent cast member
Yeah.
in Daniel Craig, and every movie is tonally completely different.
Hmm.
I think that's a
Yeah,
great
different
idea that
settings.
attracts a lot of actors for sure.
Yeah.
Like I could see like Robert Pattinson or someone like that of that caliber who likes to do different movies joining
Yeah,
the next one or
I
something.
agree.
Um,
Speaking of Stranger Things, though, season
oh
5
yeah,
debuted, crashed Netflix because so many people were
it
watching it.
did indeed.
Yeah.
Apparently they like quadrupled their server bandwidth for this too, and it's still crashed. Like I watched it as soon as it came out, and even I like halfway through episode 2 experienced like buffering for like 30 minutes
That's
until it
crazy.
came back on, and I was sitting there just like, oh my god, I'm at a great moment in the show, and it just buffers for 30 minutes.
The
But
only, the only reason I knew that like, this is different. I'm fully off the internet, so I didn't know it was out yet. I just found out because I follow Gideon on YouTube because he does like the predator catchers, and he posted on his like community tab. He was like, "Just watch Stranger Things. I'm gonna be in costume as Vecna in my next catch," and I was like, "What?" Or he's like, I watched the first half of Stranger Things
really,
season
that's
5,
awesome.
and I was like, "Wait, it's out." And I looked at him like, "Oh fuck, it is." I thought he was like being like,
Yeah.
"I got on the bandwagon. I just watched season 4," but I'm like, "No, I guess the show is just out." I started it. I'm gonna finish it, so I can't say much. I just started. I'm like halfway through episode 1.
Yeah,
They drop on
I'll give some
They drop
initial
on
thoughts.
Thanksgiving time. Hard time. Hard time. You know?
Weird thing to do. They've taken every holiday for the
Yeah.
last 2 months of the year. Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, which is an insane thing to do, but everyone's gonna still watch it. I'll probably
Yeah.
watch it with my family on that day, and then New Year's Eve, a full theatrical release for the finale. Have you seen that?
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
I
I kind of want to go just out of curiosity.
okay. Is it
But
true that like every episode is like an hour and a half or 2 hours long?
no. So the first 4 episodes, I think they're about an hour each.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then
Is it the
like
last
like I
half?
know season four, the finale was 2.5 hours. I
Jeez,
think it's probably gonna be the same for this season,
that's
but every episode
crazy.
leading up to it is like an hour to an hour and a half, which is still
That's a lot.
long run times, very long run
It's a lot of
times.
show.
Uh, it's a lot of show. I think I saw 10 to 11 hours for the entire season. Um,
That's crazy.
but initial thoughts on the this first chapter is it has a very it feels like a conclusion to the show.
Yeah.
I don't know, like with the first episode you watched, but you
I
kind
can
of get
tell you what I've
into
gotten
it
to.
right away.
I can tell. Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah. Tell me what you got
So
to.
here's what it's I did have to watch the season 4 recap because I don't remember anything about.
Mhm.
Every time the show comes back, I'm like, I don't remember anything about this. I know the main kids and Hopper and
It's been like 4 years.
Yeah, every single time.
It's been a long time.
So I watched the recap and I'm like, oh yeah, a bunch of like fucked up shit happened in Hawkins, like because of the cracks in the ground. So it really
Yeah.
jumps you right into like I guess it time skips a couple months. I'm assuming, or maybe even a year.
It's 18 months.
Okay. Okay. So it's a year and a
This is
half.
the first like large time gap.
Yeah. Okay. And I
Yeah.
like you see everyone's in a new place and their characters have grown. Robin and Steve and what's the older sister? The one
Oh shit. Nat.
Nat.
Oh
Yeah, I know.
god,
I'm
I know
thinking
the
of
actress's
Nancy.
name.
Nancy
Nancy.
and
Yeah.
Jonathan. They run like the radio station. And I
Yeah.
like that the kids have gotten older and they've become like more of like a group that won't be pushed around. Dustin is like kind of he was really close with Eddie who died in season 4, so he's more of like an
Yeah.
angry.
So now he's an edgelord.
Yeah, he's a little edgy,
Yeah.
but not like a too. He's not. I wouldn't say he's an edgelord, but he's more pissed off.
No,
from what
I
I've
just
seen,
say.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
I like.
I'm actually happy with what they're doing.
I like
'Cause
his.
throughout the entire show, he's been like comedic relief, and now
Mhm.
he's like
He snapped.
he gets to do something different. It's
Buddy, he
interesting.
snapped, and
Yeah,
he shows up
snapped.
to school in a
Yeah.
trench coat after he snaps. um, so I like you have a scene when he's getting picked on because he's wearing Eddie's Hellfire shirt, and a lot of people think that Eddie had something to do with the people dying, so they don't like that he's
Yeah.
wearing the shirt, and everyone sticks up for him, and he's actually about to punch the bully when his friends step up and they're like, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here." Um, and then you see that 11 is training in this obstacle course. I'm assuming she's trying to get into the breach or leave Hawkins or something, because she's running this obstacle course and she has her new powers to jump around, and Hopper and Winona Ryder are training her. So they're in like
Yeah, did you get to the point where they mention the crawl? Have you
it's
seen
literally
that stuff?
just where I got where they just. So I had to finish to come here and record. Last thing I saw was the guy gave them all their weapons and their gear and stuff, and they mentioned that they were going to do a crawl, and Robin and them, they're giving them the coordinates over the radio.
Yeah.
So
So
that's where I'm at.
without spoiling it, it's basically just like they're going into the Upside
Yeah.
Down,
Yeah.
actively searching for Vecna.
Yeah, they want to
Because
kill
at
his
the end of
ass.
season 4, at the end of season 4, they like they brutalized him. Like he was set on fire. They shot him with like
Yeah.
multiple shotgun blasts, but he's still alive. So they're searching for him actively,
Yeah.
and that's what like these first 4 episodes are about, basically. But yeah, I think it's very and also with the kids all being together and like sticking up for Dustin. That's one thing I've missed since season 1.
They've kind of been
Um,
split off into
like
different groups, huh?
yeah, every season after that they get separated, which is like the Steven Dustin thing really took off into the stratosphere. Like that became the most popular group
Duo.
of things, and then yeah, duo.
Yeah.
And then in like season 4, they're separated in California and Hawkins the entire time, and like I always thought it was super stupid. I don't know if you remember this, but in season 4, like Mike and Will and Jonathan and those characters, they're in California and they're with 11, and the whole finale is 11 in a pizza and they're like
Yes.
in a pizza place in the pizza cooler, and they're just there. Like she's doing this whole mind
Yeah,
fight
and they're
with
just standing
Vecna,
there.
and they're just there. They're just like,
Well, what else can they do?
all right, this is cool.
What else can
And
they
I was
do?
like, all of these characters were so important prior, and now they're just standing here. So I'm really happy with what they're doing. You'll get to it, but like Mike, Finn Wolfhard's character finally has stuff to do. Will has really cool stuff to do. Jonathan is still kind of whatever, but this season feels like
I feel
they're
like he
taking
definitely got the biggest backseat after season 1. Jonathan?
Jonathan.
I feel like he has
Yeah.
not had
But-
anything to do since season 1. Am I
Oh,
wrong?
absolutely.
Okay.
The first season, he was like
One
was
of the-
pretty important. Like he
Yeah.
took the first photo of the Demogorgon, and he was like
And he was looking for his brother.
like he
It was
yeah, he was looking for his brother, and he had like this really big conflict with Joyce,
Yeah.
Winona Ryder's
and with
character.
Steve. He didn't fuck with
And
Steve.
since then,
He hasn't done
yes,
anything.
yeah, he like beat the shit out of Steve in an
'cause Steve
alleyway.
was
It was
an
crazy.
asshole.
He was.
Yeah.
Also, he wasn't like that big of an asshole. People like try to villainize him in season 1. I rewatched it.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, he's actually kind of a good guy. He was just like, because not to get off too topic, but like Nancy had cheated on him in that first season, and like so he acted out as a high schooler did, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's such a piece of shit." But I was like, I don't know. She cheated on him. He can do whatever. Really, it's fine.
Brad's like, he can do anything he
yeah,
wants now.
Yeah, not anything, but in season 4, Jonathan was also like this annoying stoner. I really didn't fuck with his character in that season. Um, but again, season 5, without spoiling it, it feels like it feels like season 1 again. All of these characters have something to do. The characters you want to see and care about are the ones that we're focused on. And this happened behind the scenes, and people were wondering why. But I don't know if you remember Jonathan's stoner friend Argyle in season
Yes.
4. He had like the long hair.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
He
yeah.
got completely cut out of the show.
Oh, why?
Um, like he's not in this season. He just said he's not returning.
Oh.
There's no explanation. The show doesn't even explain
Oh.
it. But as much as that kind of sucks for that actor, I'm like, it makes sense. We're focused on everybody who was introduced in that first season and nobody else.
Well, and Robin.
So we're back to that.
And Robin.
Yeah, and Robin. Like the characters who have been there for multiple seasons stick around, like Murray as well.
Yeah.
They're all there, but we're focused on the core members that everyone cares about, and they're not really introducing anybody new. So it feels like a finale. It's really fun. And I want to talk about it so bad. Like
I'm gonna catch up.
There's some really, really cool moments.
I've liked what I've seen so far. I like that core group has kind of formed this little, I guess you'd call like a resistance group, kind of.
Yeah.
Not that they're trying to fight back against like the government that's there, but they're trying to like get around them so they can get into the Upside Down and kill Vecna. I think.
Yeah,
cool.
the whole quarantine thing is actually pretty cool. I like.
I like that montage.
I like how they have this like metal.
Yeah, that's these
metal plates around all of the gates. I think that's really sick, and people are like sledding on it, and they're like, you could literally die if you do that. I think that's really fun. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what's in episode 1, so I can not spoil things.
I've covered about everything that I've seen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. It's good stuff.
Yeah, good start.
All I can really say.
Even from the minimal that I've seen, good start.
Yeah, I'm excited, and I've actually seen a lot of discourse online recently because people feel like there's certain aspects of their favorite characters that are not, like Dustin, for example. They're like,
funny.
Why is Dustin so edgy and he's not like the comedic relief? But I think this is really
growing.
It's a good way to finally differentiate these seasons, because I felt with season like 2 through 4, we were kind of getting into this rhythm where it was the same thing every season with the same pairings. Like you always saw Dustin and Steve, and you're always like, okay, they're the comedic relief. We know what to expect from that. But now they're kind of, what's the thing? Changing your expectations or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's really good. Again, this is the final season. We'll see where it goes. But so far, it's great. Netflix, very excited for you guys to watch the rest of it. Yeah. So
Netflix they're doing a lot of big stuff right now. They got the Assassin's Creed show starting filming in Italy, which is where Assassin's Creed 2 and I believe Brotherhood, and there's one more I think that also take place in Italy. That's where Ezio is from. So I'm assuming they're adapting. They're skipping the first game, I'm guessing.
Okay. Do we know any details about it besides that, or is it just that they're filming?
Not just they're filming. Not much being said about the show right now. Exciting. I like Assassin's Creed. I tried replaying that first game a couple months ago. I'm like, boy, age really is a thing. It's a real thing.
The first Assassin's Creed I ever started with was Assassin's Creed.
Black Flag?
Think it was either 3. Or it was the one right before that. What was the one right before that?
Brotherhood.
I think I started with Brotherhood.
Was it Revelations?
Oh my god, it was Revelations. Okay. It was Revelations. I started with that.
3 you would remember because that's the one that's in America where you're.
Yeah, that's Connor.
Yeah,
that's Connor. I remember that one. But I started with Revelations.
Yeah.
And I remember enjoying it, but I don't know if those games.
I'm sure.
I don't know if
those do. 1 felt a little bit rough, and it's because that first one came out like in 2006, and maybe 2007. the idea of being able to just free climb up walls and parkour across entire cities just was like beyond comprehension at the time. So of course that felt so mind blowing. Now it's like every game lets you do that kind of, so it doesn't really feel as great. Games aged kind of. It's aged, respect for what it is. I'm excited to see what they do. I think Assassin's Creed looks like just the aesthetic of it is cool.
I mean, even the movie that was shitty, I like the aesthetics of it.
Yeah,
I remember
the
trailers. I was kind of excited because like Michael Fassbender, the costumes looks great.
Yeah.
But that movie was obviously shit. Yeah. So I hope that this is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hidden blade. I love a hidden blade. It's
cool. Yeah, a little secret blade. You go, bink. It used to be you have to cut off your finger to get it. That was like part of the lore.
Oh yeah. It was like, was it the middle finger or the ring finger?
I think it's the ring finger has to be cut off. Geez. I think you have to cut off your ring finger.
Yeah, I think it was the ring finger. Yeah.
I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed lore guy. I actually think that's
no, I don't know much either.
Yeah, I think it's like a symbolic thing because I think the first assassin you play as him in Origins and like he got his finger cut off, so like that was the lore they established later. I believe. I could be wrong.
I kind of stopped. Like I stopped following the series after they dropped the Desmond stuff. I know the Desmond
hated.
Stuff was. Yeah, like
Brandon's
I know the gameplay wise.
They got rid of.
I did play. Wait, was Desmond wasn't in 3? Was he? Wasn't in 3? Right?
I think he is. No, he is.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he is.
He is.
Sure he is. Yeah.
Okay, because I was wondering because I did play that. I never got around to Black Flag, which I'm disappointed about because I know that game is incredible.
The best one
from what I've heard.
That's the best.
Yeah,
one.
I need to play that. But I don't know. I know gameplay wise it wasn't fun, but I liked the idea of the switching back and forth. I think if they were to adapt that stuff into the show, it could be better. Like they could make the Desmond stuff really work in a show.
I agree. It just didn't work gameplay wise.
No, you were just walking around like white labs.
Yeah, walk to the lab as Desmond for 10 minutes. Like, yeah, can I fucking kill some fools now? My Assassin's Creed game. I don't know.
And then those loading screens where you just run around and
endlessly
jump for a while
and bump into people. Insane.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, we're not getting Punisher back for Born Again Season 2. Fine with me.
I think
love
that's
the
okay.
Punisher. I didn't watch Born Again. I gotta.
I'm hoping maybe that means that he's like gonna start being in the movies more.
Well, it's because his the Netflix special or the special presentation.
Okay, so maybe that'll change the status quo of the character.
I think he's just busy. I think he's just busy.
Oh, that's what you're okay.
Yeah,
because I know I think he did get confirmed for Spider-Man, right? Like that's set in stone.
Yeah. No, that's 100%. No, that's confirmed. That's confirmed.
Yeah.
Confirmed. The tank. But there's the battle van was on set. There's pictures.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. There's
the tank has like his logo on it. Yeah, he's in the movie.
Yeah.
Bernthal was not on set because he was filming. I think he was doing reshoots for the Odyssey. So you see Spider-Man on the hood of the battle van talking to him, but no one's in the van. So he's just yelling at an empty driver's seat.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then we'll have insert shots of him later.
Yeah, they'll reshoot him back into the scene.
I hope that like I don't obviously he was busy, but I do hope this character and those other characters like Daredevil
put him in the movies.
Put him in the fucking movies.
Put him in the movies.
That's one thing that's worried me about DC as well with the Green Lantern thing. I'm super excited about a Green Lantern show.
Yeah, you want to?
But I would love a Green Lantern movie. I would love movies. Like a Punisher movie, I think would be super badass. A Daredevil movie, that character deserves a movie, and it would make money. People love Daredevil. I don't like this trend of designating certain characters
to TV
to shows only.
Yeah. Yep,
that's
I agree.
Super annoying.
Yeah.
I can imagine you're annoyed with that too. Like a Punisher movie would be incredible.
Yeah.
Like. That's like your biggest dream.
I think that DC seems to have, I don't know if they've officially confirmed this, but the reason these characters didn't get put in movies in Marvel was because like, oh, if you get a movie, you got to get a whole trilogy, right? And like now that's your thing is a trilogy. But I think DC, from what I understand, they're willing to just be like, yeah, you can get a movie, Like you can just get a random movie here and there. Like I don't think we're gonna get Clayface 2 and 3, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
At least I hope not.
yeah. So I'm assuming they're gonna be okay with what I think Marvel would do that would be sick. It would make a fuck ton of money. Do I don't know what you would even call it, but do a Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher team up movie, like that one comic book I always talk about.
Yeah,
where they fight AIM and Hydra. It's a great.
What
book.
was the name of that comic?
It's just, I mean, there's no name for it. It was an event that happened across. They all had a series going on, so like you had to get like one issue of each of theirs. So like part 1 was in Spider-Man, part 2 was in Daredevil, and part 3 was like in Punisher.
Yeah.
So it didn't.
I guess
like,
you'd have to pick the hero you want to name it after.
I guess,
and then
right?
You'd have the others in it
because they don't have they don't have a label like World's Finest.
No.
They should come up with one. That's a pretty iconic like unofficial team, right?
I'm surprised they haven't yet.
That's
what
I'm saying. With you. They don't have like a name.
That is like a.
They're like the street level Avengers. I don't know.
Honestly, yeah. Or I could see them repurposing like the Dark Avengers title because all 3 of those characters have been on the Dark Avengers, right? Like Spider-Man was in the symbiote at some point on that team.
No, that was Matt Gargan.
Oh shit!
Yes, remember the Dark Avengers? There's none of them are heroes. They're all villains. They're villains pretending to be heroes. So Hawkeye is Bullseye, and then I think it's Thor is Ares, and Iron Patriot is Norman, and it's all villains pretending to be heroes. So the symbiote Spider-Man is Scorpion. It's Matt Gargan. And Wolverine. Wolverine is Daken. It's Wolverine's son.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think I've only seen imagery of those books. I don't think I've actually ever read them, so I just assumed it was like
it's connected to
a darker team.
Yeah, it's connected to so what happened was I forget what event happened. It was post Civil War and like a bunch so Norman Osborn after Secret Invasion or maybe during Secret Invasion, all the fallout from the Civil War, the Superhero Registration Act. You couldn't be a superhero without signing up. There needed to be like a new Avengers team, so Norman Osborn made a fake Avengers team that was just like villains pretending to be heroes. Oh. And there's a story arc. One of the volumes of Bendis' New Avengers is them like gathering the evidence to prove to the public like that's not fucking Spider-Man. Like that is a fucking serial killer. That's fucking Wolverine's evil psycho son. That's not fucking Wolverine. People are like, oh shit. The only one that people knew was...
Dark Avengers was like... So that was a limited run? Like, have they returned since? Has that been... Is that a team that
I don't
Marvel
know if
uses consistently?
They probably made an appearance here and there.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. The one they have... the only one, if you're thinking they've been on with Punisher, he was on Thunderbolts. Which was a weird run. That's where that red Punisher skull comes from. Everyone had to be red. He dated Elektra on that comic. It's very weird.
Is that the one that has oh wait, no, that's Midnight Suns. Never mind. Yeah, I was gonna say like Blade and Doctor Strange, but that's Midnight Suns.
It's a pretty solid line. It's Red Hulk, Deadpool, Elektra, I think the Leader, and Punisher. So funny, kind of a funny lineup. Actually. Yeah, right. But they made Punisher date Elektra, which was weird. It felt like fanfic. I
would love to see more Punisher Deadpool stuff. I feel like that might be fun.
Yeah. They're good. I have the Punisher vs. Deadpool comic. It's a fun read. They're a good pairing.
Who wrote it?
I don't know if it's anyone big that wrote it, but I love the gimmick of it was there's like that thing in the comics where Taskmaster can't copy Deadpool's fighting style because it's not a fighting style. So he rigs a fight between Punisher and Deadpool because Punisher's the only person who can like consistently kick his ass. So he's just gonna copy all the fights of Punisher beating Deadpool's ass and then use that to kill Deadpool. That's like
cool. Okay.
That was like the plot of it. It was pretty fun. It was a good, interesting read.
All right.
All
right, cool.
Weird news about Mandalorian season 4. I guess what's the question? I'll answer right now.
No, I thought season 4 was out of the question completely.
I guess chances are slim because I guess people have been theorizing that the Mandalorian and Grogu, the worst title for a movie ever. People had speculated that they just took the season 4 script and turned it into a movie. And Jon Favreau was like, no, the season 4 is its own thing, and the script is out there, but I don't know if we're gonna make it.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
So
the movie was
I mean,
written
that's
all
kind
on
of.
its own.
So I'm assuming season 4 would completely depend on if the movie does well.
Yeah, I guess
That's my
so, huh?
assumption.
Yeah, no, that makes
I
sense.
guess so. But also, it's like, does that mean that they wrote this movie? Because from my initial thoughts, from what I remember hearing, is that the film was going to be the conclusion of the series. Like they opted to not do a season 4. They did the movie instead, and that would be the end. But if now he's saying that season 4 is a possibility, that makes me wonder, like, what is the purpose of this film? Like, why are we getting this?
Money.
Money, money. That's
What a dumb
true.
question.
The
Money.
little baby Yoda is gonna make so much money for
Babu
them
Frick, and Baby
again.
Yoda. They're gonna crawl around in a pipe, and everyone's gonna go watch
The
it.
baby duo.
Yeah.
You're
And
right.
I don't know
That was a stupid question.
what
That's my
a
bad.
what an
I didn't
idiot you
even.
are for even asking that.
I was thinking logically here,
Yeah, the logic is
whereas
money.
their only their only reasoning is money.
Yeah.
So that's my bad, guys. I
Brandon
apologize.
exposed himself for being a stupid man and not a cool,
Shit.
not a cool businessman who makes creative decisions at Disney like I am.
Fuck.
I'm a cool,
You're right.
smart.
I could never work for Disney.
I could, because all I think about. Ask me a question. Ask me any question on Earth. Anything.
How's Avengers Doomsday gonna?
Money.
Is
Money.
making that? Oh, okay.
Money.
Yeah,
Let's put in money, dude.
that makes
Freaking
sense.
put a little cute.
How much
guy.
are you paying Robert Downey Jr.?
Money.
Is that-
Put a little cute guy in it. Sell
Money.
a doll. Sell a doll. A cute little cute guy. Little cute alien.
Yeah,
Sell a doll.
yeah.
Sell a little toy of the
Yeah.
guy with the suit. Video game.
Video game?
Animated show tie-in.
That's all? That's the question. It's just video game? Question mark.
Put him on some cereal
How can
box.
we make the most amount of money?
Put him on a cornflake
You
box.
know, Disney is gonna bring back
Fortnite
the
tie-in?
movie tie-in game.
Fortnite tie-in.
Fortnite tie-in? Oh yeah, that's right. They're always gonna go right to Fortnite. They're not
Fortnite
gonna
tie-in.
make any games.
Call of Duty.
They're just gonna sell a skin
Call of
for
Duty skin?
$25.
Call of Duty Black Ops
Oh,
7
yeah.
skin. Stormtrooper.
Put the Ninja Turtles. Oh wait, that's not Disney. But still, they put the Ninja Turtles in Call of Duty. Pretty crazy stuff.
Sell a bucket at Disneyland.
Oh,
Put a head
That's
on the
right.
bucket. Sell it at Disney.
that's true.
Hire me.
Bring back Robert Downey Jr. just to make money because the MCU is failing.
Popular
That's
thing.
what you got to do.
Remember
That's what
popular.
you got to do. Popular person that
Remember?
people recognize. That's what you
Remember popular. Remember popular.
do.
Do that.
Remember, this made $2 billion, guys. You gotta come back and see it.
Back,
You gotta
dude.
come back and see
Money.
his face. It's the same
Money.
face.
Money. And that's how I would run Disney.
That's
Exactly-
really good stuff.
exactly
You sound
how-
just like Bob
exactly-
Iger.
Exactly. Put cocaine in the funnel cake. Bob Iger idea. That's just
I have a
dude.
great idea.
I could run Disney. I could play Bob Iger in a movie.
Honestly, after that, I think you're right. I think you could.
Yeah, I'm all.
You're looking
set.
at the new Disney CEOs.
Right.
I mean CEO.
Yeah, Brandon
singular
couldn't
right
do it.
here,
He-
right
he
after Bob Iger retired.
He didn't know the money. He didn't know the money thing
I didn't know.
like I did.
I was thinking about the fans.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't.
Well, that
I
was
couldn't
your first
possibly
mistake,
outrun
stupid. You
Disney.
didn't think of what you could sell to a 5-year-old without object permanent,
Oh, you're right.
and what you could sell
You're
him
right,
is a
you're
cute
right.
little doll. Freaking
See, like in my brain, when we move movie to movie, I would just have Spider-Man be in the same costume, but you can't do that.
No,
you
you
have
gotta
to do
sell-
a new
sell a
costume
little
so that you
doll.
can sell new toys.
You gotta sell a little
yeah,
doll.
you can sell new stuff.
little Funko
so
Pop.
like new Halloween costumes.
Funko Pop. Put
Yeah.
it- go out of business. Funko Pop.
We should move to the next topic. I think.
Can we move to the next topic and stay on the same topic? Because Ryan Johnson confirmed that he's not doing a Star Wars trilogy.
Again, I thought this was news. I thought this had already happened. and been announced.
Brandon's having unlimited deja vu. It's not that this
I
was never
really
announced.
feel like this
Here's
is
the
a
thing: it was never
already.
announced. It just was like a no duh.
Yeah, it's like
never
we haven't
announced
heard
it.
about it
Yeah.
in 5 years. Like, there's nothing. It's not gonna
Ryan
happen.
Johnson's like, yeah, the movie. It's like when you told us the other day that Channing Tatum was like, we're not doing 23 Jump Street. I was like,
Oh yeah.
brother, why did he say that? He was just like on a Tuesday afternoon. Ryan Johnson, Channing Tatum, open up Twitter like, yeah, that shit ain't happening. And we're like, brother, I know.
Cool.
We
Yeah, we knew that.
we've moved past this. The
You've been
rebooting
silent for 10 years.
reboot can happen in 5 more years. That's when the reboot will
Hmm.
happen. But a direct sequel, I think not. I don't think so.
Absolutely not. Never not.
I mean, that's
But
kind of
what were we talking about? Ryan
Ryan
Johnson? Oh
Johnson. It's
yeah.
like, dude, can we fucking get? And I know we're about to get Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, but can we get a real Star Wars movie in theaters that doesn't look like it was
Look,
filmed in the mountain right over there behind my
I'm
house on a hiking trail?
I'm excited for Starfighter. I think that movie is shaping up to be, an actually good return to Star Wars outside of Mandalorian and Grogu. I
Oh,
can't
who got
believe
confirmed to do the score for that? But keep talking.
someone big, someone
Yes.
really good. I just saw an interview with Sean Levy where he was talking about it, but I can't remember the name. But it was like really, really good. But I can't believe Mandalorian and Grogu is the Star Wars return to the big screen. I've maintained this for years that Star Wars belongs on the big screen. I think we got
Yeah.
oversaturated with Disney Plus shows that were absolutely mediocre and garbage, and I think a lot of people agree with us on that. But
Nope.
the fact that a movie titled The Mandalorian and Grogu is Star Wars' big return to movie theaters is such a fucking shotgun blast to the face. What is that? And meanwhile, it all looks like it was filmed in Southern California. It
Yep.
all looks like it was filmed in the desert.
It looks like it's
And
on the hiking
that's
trail
it.
right back there, right behind the
Yeah,
house.
it like right in the backyard. It's just
Yeah.
like you got to be kidding me, dude. Enough of this bull crap.
Yeah.
Did you figure out who's scoring it
It's
or
Thomas Newman. He did stuff like he did Finding Nemo. Great score.
no? Oh,
Road
okay.
to Perdition.
Okay.
He did
That's cool.
he did Skyfall. Just tons of stuff.
Skyfall,
Green
nice.
Mile, American Beauty. Yeah, great
Oh,
great
shit.
composer, awesome guy. Love him, love his stuff. He did Wall-E, Shawshank Redemption. Pretty excited.
Yeah.
Nominated for 15 Oscars, so pretty legit. Tons
Yeah,
of stuff.
I have faith in Starfighter. I actually like Sean Levy. Um,
I don't know a damn
he
thing
also
about it
he's dir-
actually. All I know is Ryan
Yeah,
Ryan
I-
Ryan Gosling is in it.
it's Ryan Gosling. He's playing a pilot of some sort,
I figured that
and
much.
that's about all I know.
Yeah.
But again, like Sean Levy he's done competent. He's directed a lot of Stranger Things, and all of his episodes have been great. Deadpool and Wolverine, obviously, it was a good movie. Made $2 billion. I'm pretty sure.
Made a lot of
He
money.
did Free Guy. He did do Free Guy.
Brandon loves that.
I don't know if you remember that movie.
I remember it.
I remember that movie. I liked that movie.
Brandon loves Free Guy. I remember thinking it was okay, but I think it's also sacrilegious
okay.
for me to say. I think you have to hate it.
I think you either love it or you hate it.
No, I think
that's one of
I
those.
think you're made to hate it. Otherwise, people don't fuck with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we have to hate Free Guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Free
It's
Guy
not-
sucks.
Yeah, I think people lose respect for you if you don't fucking hate it. If you don't shit on it.
Look, I just like movies. All right,
Yeah.
I like some movies.
You just like
and
Ryan
Free
Reynolds.
Guy.
You like Ryan Reynolds, and you
I
like
do.
You like The Rock having a voice cameo in the movie that apparently was sent over voice.
Steve
memo.
Harrington is in that movie.
So is Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
And some other Chris Evans is in it. He says,
He goes,
"What the shit?
Yeah,
What the shit?"
dude, so funny.
I don't know.
He
Thought it was enjoyable.
He had the
I don't
shield.
know.
He picked up the shield, bro.
Picked up that shield. He had a lightsaber. He go
Yeah.
boom, doo, doo, doo.
That was some
But
real.
yeah,
That was some real key jangling. That's a
It really
crazy
was.
movie because it has nothing to do with like any previous established IPs, and it was being made by Fox, and they got bought by Disney, and they were like, Disney, can we please like put your shit in here? And they're like, okay. You've
Yeah.
like watched the
and they were clearly like, "How can we do GTA Online, but also
not
make
make
it
it
like
look like
not a real
GTA.
video game at all?"
Yeah. And like a lot of the marketing for that movie and interviews are like, this is gonna be a completely original film. They're like, it's rare to see an original movie in theaters these days. I'm like, okay, that's not what we're talking about when we say like, we're not saying more movies like Free Guy is not the take people are looking for.
Also, that movie got like delayed for
Yeah,
it was like years.
yes, because
or
the
something like
the
that.
buyout and stuff, and then the reshoots.
Yeah,
'cause
so
of the buyout.
I remember they started the marketing, and then I think the buyout happened, and so they had to extend the marketing for much longer, and it overstayed its welcome, and everyone was like, "Okay, big
I love when
muscular
that
Ryan
happens.
Reynolds." Yeah, it was awful stuff.
He says
Um,
catchphrase. That's his catchphrase. Is saying catchphrase.
oh yeah, God, I don't actually remember that movie much. I remember Ryan Reynolds thought he was a real boy.
We should rewatch it on stream.
We should. That would be an interesting movie. I think Ben might
Hate
end
it.
his life.
Yeah. He might kill himself.
Reset character.
Yeah.
Um,
Trailer for
what's the next
Lanterns
topic?
was screened.
Yeah.
Well, not to us, just to be clear. It was
No.
just shown to some people.
It was showed. Apparently, it's got some
deep cuts.
real. Yeah.
Some real
what
cosmic-y, comic booky
Chip?
stuff.
Chip
Yeah, I
the
didn't wanna say.
Squirrel Green Lantern apparently is mentioned. He doesn't appear. He's mentioned. That this is all hearsay. I bet they don't show the suits. Supposedly,
I'm sure
it's
the
got like
CGI
a
's being
Western
worked on.
vibe. Yeah. Again, this was delayed to the end of summer of next year.
Yep.
I'm hoping they use that time to again like make these constructs look real good, the CGI look real good.
Yeah.
My concerns still are in the fact that like I just really hope we get a proper amount of time of them in the suits and like as Green Lantern space cops.
Yeah.
Like I do really, really fuck with the idea of it being like True Detective and a buddy cop thing, but just don't make it too grounded.
Yeah.
I don't want
Here's my
them
opinion.
to be on Earth the whole time.
Well, I was going to say, I actually don't care if they're on Earth or even just on one Earth, like if they're on Salvation or if they're on Earth for almost the whole thing. As long as they're flying around and doing shit for a good chunk of the movie, that's fine. Show them in space a little bit. Sure.
Yeah.
Introduction, first episode, maybe last episode, cool. As long as they're like, if there's the whole show is them on Earth, and let me see if this happens, the whole show is them on Earth, but there's a fuck ton of cool fight scenes with like Sinestro or Atrocitus appears and they fly around and they're doing constructs, I won't complain. If they stay on Earth but they're kicking ass though, if they're like, yeah, cool, we couldn't go to space, but we were able to give you a bunch of fight scenes with that money we saved, I'll be like, cool, that's cool. Was Jon Stewart kicking ass? Yes, fine with me. That's cool. Was he in the suit?
Yeah, just do Green Lantern shit.
Yeah,
That's
I just want the
basically
action. I don't
all
care where they are.
asking for.
Yeah, you can film the whole thing in the valley, as long as they're flying around, doing cool shit. I will not complain. You know?
And I'm hoping that like I feel like these concerns are coming from a place of just being burned so many times in the past with DC content, and like I feel like we have a CEO now. Not to suck this guy's peen more than we already do. But I feel like we do, like James Gunn does know what comic fans and we want. So I'm hoping we don't fall into that trap where like a lot of the show is just them in civilian clothes walking around discussing things. Again, I think a lot of our concerns come from the past DC stuff, like with Titans, for example, where we waited 2 seasons for Nightwing to put a costume on. Like, that's insane stuff. Daredevil, which isn't DC, but Marvel again, like, where the entire first season, he's not in costume until the very end.
Hey, don't bring up my Daredevil season 1, okay?
It's a good season, and the black suit is awesome. But
yeah,
again,
okay,
it's
he's
just
wearing
like,
a suit. He's wearing his year 1 suit. He's wearing.
I'm just saying,
He wears his goddamn year 1 suit in year 1, okay? Don't give me that. You want to bring one up?
All right.
Hold up.
Example.
Yeah, you want a
My
good
bad.
You want a good example? You want a good example? You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah,
Punisher
give me a good
season
example.
1. Punisher season 1. At the end of Daredevil season 2, he gets the fucking skull vest, and it's Punisher. He never fucking wears it. He only wears it in the last episode of season 1 and the last 2 episodes of season 2. You want to complain about some shit?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Season 1 of
stuff.
Punisher opens with him burning the vest that he just got. And he doesn't put it back on till the last episode. And then he retires again. So he doesn't put it on till like the last 2 episodes of season 2. That's an example. Fucking.
Could you imagine? I don't know if you actually did this, but did you watch Smallville like as it was coming out or no? Were you not there yet?
No, I watched it on and off over the years because it got canceled because of Man of Steel. I don't know if you know that. So it
Yeah.
was coming out when I was like growing up, so I've seen it on and off, but I didn't like watch it.
Like, could you imagine following that?
That,
With the way that we follow these shows now,
yeah.
for 10 seasons, and this guy never flies or puts on the fucking suit.
At least they were straightforward. They were like, that shit ain't happening. At least they were straightforward. They were like, we're not doing it. Like, it's never happening.
You didn't have, like, if you didn't have your finger on the pulse and weren't reading articles, you're just like,
can he put this shit on already?
Is this guy's suit?
Can he goddamn fly?
Why is he not Superman yet? Yeah. Why is he wearing an all-black trench coat fit with the Superman logo and he's not wearing a suit?
That trench coat look was actually kind of fire.
It was pretty fire.
I will say, I think they did do the right thing with that show. I think they just knew that they couldn't do the suit and the flying justice consistently on the CW budget in 2005. I think they just knew they couldn't.
Probably right.
And like, fair enough. Because here's the thing. That show went on for 10 seasons. If he learned to fly in season 4 or 5, they would have had to do flying scenes like every episode for 5 years on a CW 2006 budget. Dog, that would have looked like
That's
shit.
That's true.
That would have looked like shit. They just knew. They're like, we can't do this. Like, we can't. It'll look like shit. Which is...
You know what? You're probably right.
Respect for knowing your limits. They're like, we're going to do the best we can, and I promise you, we don't got the budget to put this motherfucker in blue tights every season. I'm sorry.
Do you remember what their cyborg looked like?
Yeah, it's awesome. He's just wearing a fucking silver hoodie.
Then they do an X-ray, and he's got the exact cyborg.
Yeah, like, it's under his.
It's under his skin.
Because I've seen like the first 7 seasons of that show. Not when they came out, but I did. My friend loves that show, so I watched like the first 7 seasons.
Oh, you never finished it? You never finished that show?
No, did you?
Oh yeah, I watched all of it.
That's fine. That's a good. I think everyone. I think you should. I think you got to pay your respect to Smallville. If you don't think that you can handle, if you can sit through 10 seasons, that's fine. But if you're like a DC nerd, you got to like pay your dues and like give it a shot, right?
I think
that's
so.
Like that's the OG.
And
that's the OG.
Sam Whip is Doomsday.
Yes,
and I was like,
crazy.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
this fucking guy's in this show.
Yep.
It's a crazy show. I think everyone needs to watch it.
Yeah, even if you
just because like
even if you just watch a season or two or just give it you have to give it a shot.
You gotta even though he's not in his costume, it actually is like it's pretty good.
He's a
like,
great
there's
Superman.
Some cool stuff.
He's a great Superman.
Yeah, he really is.
I love him. I love his take on the character. I think his performance is great. Chun-Li is in that. Yeah. Lana Lang is Chun-Li from the Chun-Li Street Fighter movie. Sex trafficking woman is Superman's best friend.
Oh,
great Lex Luthor, Michael Rosenbaum,
who had the sex trafficking
on his podcast
recently.
Well, and she has her own podcast now. That's like the truth of what happened.
Oh, does she really? Oh man,
gotta watch it. Gotta check it out.
I'm gonna put that on right after this. You know
what? I learned what the pronunciation of that cult is. It's Nexium. I didn't know.
What was it?
Because it's just Roman numeral. It's like NXVM. And then I watched a video on it recently. Like, yeah, you pronounce it Nexium. Fun fact for you. Fun fact with that sex trafficking. But yeah, I don't know. She's like, I'm here to explain my victimhood in this. I'm like, I don't know about that.
What was her name in the show? Was it Chloe?
Yeah, Chloe Sullivan.
Chloe Sullivan. Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, that actress did
She's
some
part
bad
of a sex
stuff.
Trafficking cult that branded women. Just to
Yeah. Anyway,
Hayden Christensen is coming back for Ahsoka season 2. But
man,
not just in flashbacks,
what else
but in the present day.
Oh, so he's playing more Darth Vader?
He's playing something. Maybe he's gonna be playing.
I assume more Darth Vader.
Maybe he's gonna be playing Fart Vader, a new character.
Oh wow! Holy shit!
He's just to be a guy.
Maybe they'll finally canonize the Darth Vader who wears the white suit.
Yes, or maybe they'll finally canonize
the white suit Darth Vader.
Yeah. Maybe he's just gonna play. Maybe he's gonna play Babu Frick in one episode.
Oh, he could be. Maybe he's just his voice. Yeah. He's just playing some random.
Maybe he'll just show up as himself. It'll just be Hayden Christensen on set. Like they're gonna watch. He's like, I'm famous actor Hayden Christensen. I ended up on this planet. I'm stuck on fucking Tatooine. You gotta get me out of here. And they just shoot him or something.
fucking hate this
They're like,
desert
what are you
planet.
doing?
Everyone goes here all the time and it sucks. They finally make it to Earth and they're just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
Anakin? No, I'm hating Christensen.
Yeah, he's like,
I mean, cool. I assume we're just gonna get more flashbacks of Clone Wars shit, and then Darth Vader stuff. So, I'll be honest, I didn't watch the first season of Ahsoka. I don't know if you did.
watched an episode of it.
I watched an episode of it. I heard
did.
it's just Rebels season 3, season 4, whatever it was.
Something like that. It's a season of Rebels.
And I also didn't watch Rebels, so I had no interest in watching that show.
Well, that's how it goes.
Cool.
That's
how the cookie crumbles. Hayden Christensen, bring him back. Give him work. He's cool, I guess, so.
Yeah. I like him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he no, I did watch all of Kenobi and they did a few flashbacks.
They did.
They did
I think
one
they did
flashback,
one flashback,
right?
yeah.
One where he was playing the rat tail version
Yes,
of
he was
Anakin
playing
and they did not
he was playing
age him down.
pre-episode 2 Anakin.
And he looks 45. So it's that was really good. That was really good and cool.
He's a good 45. He's a good 45,
Yeah, he doesn't look bad. I'm not saying he looks bad for his age. I'm
he
just
just
saying
looks
he's playing
not,
a teenager.
Yeah, he's not 17.
At 45 years old.
Yeah, he's not 17. Fair enough. Well, Brandon, comic book club?
Oh shit, we're done with topics? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, we're going to jump into comic book club. If you guys don't know what comic book club is, every week we come together to discuss a comic that we read the week prior. This week's peak was Hawkeye.
Peak.
My life. Peak. It was peak.
We've both
Hawkeye,
got
My Life
it.
as a Weapon.
Yep.
Yeah, written by Matt Fraction, who, if you don't know, is also currently doing a Batman run, which is great. But
And the art
this book
is by David
awesome.
Aja. David Aja does all the
Oh my
art.
god, one of my favorite comic book artists.
And also, this is volume 1. Last 2 issues are done by Javier Pulido, who's another really cool artist. That's in the tape, the 2-issue mini arc that caps off this first volume. It's great.
His art reminds me of like classic Marvel art. Like it just kind of has that feel.
Yep.
And then I just love the simplicity of David.
David Aja.
How do you say his last name again?
David Aja.
Love the simplicity of his art. I think it's so cool.
But yeah, no, Javier Pulido, his stuff does very much feel like old 60s, like this. I don't know if you can see it very well, but this like panel of Madame Mask, like that is straight out of like the 60s. That's like some Jack Kirby style stuff. It's awesome.
It gives that simplicity that they used to have to do for printing and like getting these comics out on time.
Yeah. And his style is so unique. The way he does eyes, very, very stylized. Great work.
I love this recreation of that Avengers.
So I was gonna bring that up
so
first.
sick.
That's how the book opens. I read this book as it was releasing. Actually, me and my friends, we all bought whatever series, and my friend bought this from issue 1, all the way to when it ended. So I read it week or month by month, and it came out shortly after Avengers. So it was so funny that it opened with that panel recreating. It's the recreation of that shot where he backflips off the building and shoots the grappling hook arrow. But in this book, it just snaps and he falls. And you cut forward to like 4 months later, and he's getting let out of the hospital with a big cast on his leg. This book, if you recognize this art on this cover, and maybe some other stuff, this book was used heavily in the marketing for the Hawkeye TV show with Jeremy Renner and whose name Haley Steinfeld. I was really excited.
Kate Bishop is a huge part of this book. This storyline.
Yes. When I read this book, again, this was 2012, maybe early 2013 when this book came out. But as I was reading, it's like, this would make an awesome show. Because this is formatted like a TV show. If you read it, the way it's structured, I was like, this would be an awesome TV show. But I was like, Marvel's not doing TV shows. I guess we have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but like even Daredevil wasn't out yet. Or maybe it had just come out. I don't know. Either way, it just didn't seem like we would ever get. I'm saying that this book came out like early 2013, late 2012.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it was just Agents of Shield at the time.
Oh, okay. So my excitement when the Hawkeye show was announced, and I said, "Wow, what if I get my fucking dream come true?" And they adapt the comic. Then the posters came out, and they were recreating art from the comics. Kate Bishop was in it. Hawkeye was in it. Pizza Dog is in it. Lucky the Pizza Dog. The Tracksuit Mafia was in the trailer. The car chase on the bridge is in the trailer. Or was like we had seen. Watch the show. Damn. Really big bait and switch. One of the best parts of this book, in the very first issue, Hawkeye acquires a fuck ton of money from a mob. Or no. A mob is pressuring the apartment building he lives in. So he uses all his money he's saved up over the years, and he just buys out the building from them. So a lot of the book going forward is he has a very fun cast of characters in the neighbors, right? They're an integral part of the book. They're not in every issue, but they're a very memorable. Grills, who grills on the roof. He has his neighbor with the kids.
I love Grills.
Yeah, you just love them. They're not in the show outside of a brief cameo where they are LARPers doing a medieval fight.
Dude, I forgot that was them.
And they cosplay and make a suit. I believe Grills is in the show in one, and
that's how Hawkeye finally gets his like comic accurate suit, and he's like, "This is shit. I hate this."
I hated it too.
It looks great.
I didn't like the way it looked. Maybe that was just me.
I thought it looked exact like how you would want it to look. Here's the thing. I said this. I started reading this book maybe like a year prior to that show coming out. Evander had.
I hyped this book up to everybody. Yeah.
He did, yeah. Like, and I read the entire series as soon as I realized that it was peak.
Yep.
But with reading this book, like, to be honest, with this first volume and the story in general, all I have to really say is that it's awesome.
Yeah.
But my biggest takeaway.
We say this every. Well, everything we read, unironically, so far is in peaker shit.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of been a meme.
Complete opposite ends of the spectrum, nothing in the middle yet. Yes. But my biggest takeaway after reading this was that I am severely disappointed with the casting of Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. And I think that casting happened where Jeremy Renner was really being pushed into like the Hollywood, like the leading actor role. Yeah. Where I don't think he really fits that archetype.
He doesn't. But he's a great side character actor, like in Town.
Yeah.
He's great. Yeah, playing like a character.
I liked him as like the side character in the Mission Impossible movies before they tried to like, because the initial plan with those movies was to make him replace Ethan Hunt. Why he was introduced. I liked him as just like a part of the team. I thought it was cool. Yeah. But when you read Hawkeye and you really understand that character, you're like, Jeremy Renner is such a odd choice for that. Well,
also, this version of Hawkeye did not exist when he was cast.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. I know Hawkeye's always been a little funnier. Yeah, but the Hawkeye in this book is very particular. I like the way he's written, where he's very much like a man-child in a lot of ways, who's kind of running away from his life responsibilities. But ultimately, he kind of always is forced to accept that responsibility that he runs away from, and that bleeds into every aspect of his life. It's not creepy in this book, but they kind of touch on that kind of weird relationship he has with Kate, where like she kind of likes him, but she also hates him, and he thinks she's annoying, and he's not interested in her, but like they don't like each other. But because they don't like each other and they have such weird chemistry, they always have these weird butting heads where they're like, I don't like you. And they're like, yeah, I'm not into you. And it's such a weird, in a good way, it's such a funny dynamic where, just because of how awkward they are, it leads them to think that the other one is into them, but they're not. And they kind of, and they argue like they're dating. Like this is in a later volume, but she leaves to Los Angeles towards the end of this run just because they get into a fight and she takes his dog. And it's literally like a breakup. But it's just like his friend left. But they're just
I
written
think
in such an
when I was
interesting way.
initially reading this and before I knew any
Yeah,
of
you
the
think
real
that they
lore, I
are.
did think there was I
Yeah,
thought there was a couple thing going on there. So
yeah, but it's not. They're just friends, and he's just an idiot and a child. Again,
and
oh
also
wait, wait, wait.
in the MCU with
No, no, what were you saying? What were you saying?
what
No, no, I can talk about it in a minute.
in the MCU with Hawkeye being secretly married, that's just a thing in the movies, right? Like this isn't
No, that's
it's not
his.
established in the comics at all.
No, that's his. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's his wife in the comics. That's Mockingbird.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, because the Hawkeye show at the end, the whole thing he was trying to get was the file that had her. They revealed that she was Mockingbird in this universe, but she retired.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
See, I don't remember that show very much.
yeah.
Then
It's
I
literally, it's
gotta.
literally like the last second of the show.
Uh,
Um,
all right, I see.
yeah, it's a very brief thing, but that is Mockingbird is his wife in the comics, and she appears in this book after they're divorced, or maybe they didn't get married. I don't know. I'm not confirmed on the status relation, but they are like a pretty iconic like Marvel couple.
Yeah.
They lead into a little bit that he has not necessarily Daredevil is like a well noted like sex addict in the comics. Yeah. He kind of almost is, but he's just like a shitty boyfriend. And that's something they touch on. Like he like gets too into women and just ends up being like a shitty like what do you call like deadbeat boyfriend. And that's what leads into the third issue with that red car, that awesome chase issue, because he just meets that girl. He's like really into her, if I remember correctly, and he does all this crazy shit for her. And she comes back later in volume 2, and he's with all his exes. He's with Black Widow and like Mockingbird and Jessica Drew, and now it's this new chick, and they're all like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm just a fucking like this dude's a fucking dumbass." Love him. This book has the first 3 issues are just fun little mini stories about him, and then it leads into a 2-part. But I like that they're very straightforward, and you're captivated by the character writing. Because, like, the second issue is, I forget what that villain's name is, but he's like the ringmaster or something, and he hypnotizes people at some gala and steals their jewelry. You know, pretty simple plot, like feels very much out of the 60s. But Hawkeye as a character is just so lovable that you're like, this is so fun. It feels like Prestige because he's so well written. As is Kate Bishop, great character. I love the way they portray his deafness in this book. There are panels where he has to read people's lips, and you see, like, David Aja specifically draws their mouth sounding out each letter, and you have to read the letters above their heads. It's awesome. Very cool portrayal of that. I love when he gets the dog. He gets Pizza Dog. Brought him in the show, too. Just overall, incredible book. One of my favorite art styles ever. I think the 2-part at the end, the tape is really cool, where there is a tape that shows Hawkeye murdering 2 people, and this tape is going to be sold on the black market. And this whole time, you're kind of wondering, like, why did Hawkeye do this? Like, why did he blast a guy in the eyes with arrows? Which is something he actually chastised Kate Bishop for doing the second issue, because she shoots Ringmaster in the eyes. He lives, but he's like, that's really fucked up. Don't do that. Like, that was really grim.
Yeah.
And then in that last 2 issues, there's a tape of him doing it, and he's being very mysterious. He's like, why did you kill this guy? And like, why did you do this? And this tape is being sold in the black market, and you get a lot of cameos from like Viper and Kingpin and Madam Mask. And the reason this exists is there's a mole at S.H.I.E.L.D., and they're trying to find out who the mole is. So they make this fake tape. Hawkeye never actually murdered anybody. There were 3 tapes. There's one where Captain America commits the murder, one where Wolverine commits the murder, and one where Hawkeye commits the murder. And whichever tape gets out is the one, they can figure out who the mole is from there. Very cool. It feels a little like James Bondy, kind of Casino Royale, that little mini story arc at the end. Just have nothing but a bunch of appreciation for this book. It's a classic. It's awesome. It's a great read. It's super fun. It's great to look at. Nothing but to say about it.
It's appealing to all your senses.
Yes.
It's a great time.
It's peak.
And
it's mega peak.
I always find it like very hard to talk about these books that we just all around really like.
I know, because you're like,
I'm
what is
just
it?
like,
Peak?
what else do I say besides the fact that it's awesome and you should read it? Because I'm also like, it is so good that I don't want to go into too much detail because I want people to experience the book.
Yeah.
Like, with last week's pick, I could talk about that for hours and tell you everything about it because I don't think you should ever read it.
We want you to
Yeah,
not
we
read
do
it.
not want you to read it. But I think that
Unless you're reading it along with us.
a good thing that, like, where if we can't say much besides the fact that it's good, you should check it out.
Yeah. That's
just
actually going to
an
get way
absolute
harder
pleasure.
with these next books we're doing on the pull list, too.
It really
Because it's
is.
just
but before we do that,
Yeah.
should we spin for next week?
Oh, boy, yeah, do the spin. So,
Oh, man.
this is how we pick next week's book. Open it up, and I will project it for us.
Here we go.
We have a wheel. I'll let you know when. We have a wheel. You're good to go whenever. And it has a bunch of titles on it. And whatever this wheel picks, we're going to read. Oh, Jesus. We're going to read this book, and next week we're all going to talk about it. And you can join and read.
All right.
The Crossed. Did he mean Crossed? I'm not reading goddamn Crossed. I don't know why.
If it lands on that, we're switching it. All right, here we go.
No! Oh, okay. Bro. This is a movie. This ain't even a comic.
Hold up.
This is a movie.
What? Wait, is it actually? Is this not a comic?
No, it is, but like, why?
God damn it! All right, I guess.
It's.
All right.
We're good. We're gonna. Jason Goes to Hell. Incredible.
All right, next week's pick is Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. I guess that's what we're reading.
What a fucking dude! It happened again. It almost landed on Holy Terror.
Why is that? We said we're not doing that.
Whatever. I mean, at this point, the wheel decides. But what the fuck?
Yeah. Holy shit! Okay.
And for anyone who doesn't know, Holy Terror is written by insane Frank Miller, who also wrote All-Star Batman, who also wrote the book we read last week, The Dark Knight Strikes Again, which is also terrible. At the end of reading Dark Knight Strikes Again, we went to spin the wheel, and we jokingly said, All-Star Batman next, and just like this week, it almost landed on Holy Terror. It almost landed on it. And
we had a whole conversation.
Last week almost landed on All-Star Batman, yeah. That's 2 weeks in a row it's almost landed on cursed Frank Miller books. This wheel is rigged.
Last week, we made a joke that we were going to put Holy Terror on there, and then post-episode, we were talking about it for like a good 30 minutes. We're like, we're not doing that. And it's on there, and I didn't notice. So it's officially on the wheel, and it's probably going to land on it at some point. But that's next week's book. Now, we should talk about the pull list for this week.
The pull list are individual ongoing series that we're reading that are peaks that we want to talk about. So we'll start with... We read issues 1 through 13 on previous comic book clubs of Absolute Batman. This is now the end of the second arc, the Arc M storyline. In this book, Batman is fighting Bane. If you want to learn the rest of this story, you can go back and look at our Absolute Batman comic book club episodes. We went over them all in great detail. But this is the finale, and it's fucking awesome. It was sick. It's just
Batman is just having a kaiju fight with Bane. Like, this dude is the size of Godzilla.
Yeah, and it's just
crazy.
It's just one issue long fight. He's just fighting Bane the whole issue. It's so good, and Scott Snyder is really good at escalating the stakes in his fights. Because like just one fight where they're just trading blows back and forth can get boring. But you always feel like Batman is trying to throw something new at him, and Bane is just like, no, I can keep getting bigger, and I can regrow anything you cut off. He like shoots his eye out, he cuts his arm off, he just keeps growing them back. It's insane.
Yeah, his eye grows back and it's like bulging out of it.
It's crazy,
of the issue, and you're just like, oh god,
it's awesome. Also, real quick,
Scott Snyder also does like
just this opening, this spread of
I thought
Batman
that was
on Venom.
It's
so sick. We always talk about Scott Snyder, but Nick Dragotta is fucking awesome. His art in this book is so sweet. It's just everything about this.
That is something that we gloss over. Like with Scott Snyder's writing, he somehow always gets an artist that pairs so well. Mm-hmm. They understand their assignment
because I don't know
execute it properly.
What word? When I was reading this, I'm like, this is what I think anime probably is like. This feels like a very Americanized anime almost, and Nick Dragata's art kind of feels like that. It feels kind of like anime-esque, but with like American like influence. Like, look at this panel of Bane ripping open Killer Croc's like mouth. Like,
I just saw that too,
feels like it's so unexpected.
One thing,
it's so stylized. There's nothing else like it.
I think one thing that this artist like really accomplishes is that as you're reading panel to panel, you can see the motion. Like you feel like you're watching something play out, and it's just the right amount of changing from panel to panel that you and the intercutting between this fight and the fight between Waylon Jones
and
is
Bibbo Bukowski.
Incredible. And seeing like Bruce Wayne being like, oh shit, he bet against him.
He's like, I actually put all my money on you. Yeah.
And like eventually he runs down to Waylon. He's like, I bet it all on you. It's just an
and then he's like,
moment.
I thank you for believing in me, Batman. Now I'm gonna beat this guy's ass. It's so good.
And like, again, this issue is all of big fight, so there's not much to say rather than just looking at the art. But one thing I am curious about for future arcs is like towards the end in prior issues, Bane completely fucked up Bruce Wayne's friends, which in this universe Bruce Wayne's friends are
his rogues, his iconic rogues. As Ben pointed out, it's basically everyone from the table in Almost Got Him.
Yes, it's the Riddler, it's Killer Croc, Two-Face,
Penguin,
Penguin, and Catwoman.
Yeah.
And like they get brutalized by Bane in the issue prior to this. Not Catwoman. Catwoman's fine, but she does make an appearance, which again, Scott Snyder does a really good job of hiding these twists from you. So you're like, oh shit, she came back. Whereas in the issue prior, you thought she left. But at the end of this issue, it's kind of like, oh, they were rooting for him. I wonder if like these characters that are now going to be more like the comic counterparts, where they are these, you know, Two-Face is finally Two-Face, and Penguin is his bones are broken, and he's a little penguin man. I'm curious if they are going to be villains going forward.
Here's what I noticed.
Or if they're still going to be rooting for him.
Here's what I noticed. Riddler did help him, but Riddler's very clear like an insane robot man. Penguin is just, I don't think Penguin cannot talk, so we don't know how he's feeling.
He can't talk.
Two-Face is rooting for him, but he does explicitly say, I only hate you half the time because he's Two-Face. So I think
it's going to be a personality disorder.
Yeah, I think he might have just like been on the good side of his brain at that point in time.
It could have been. I am curious about Riddler, though. I feel like Riddler might.
I think Riddler's going to go insane.
He probably will go insane. You're right. You're right. But as of right now, he's like the guy in the chair. It seems.
I think he just.
And I like that a lot.
He extracted the venom from Batman's body.
Yeah, this series continues to divert expectations issue to issue, and I'm so upset it took me so long to get on to the absolute Batman train.
I told you,
but I'm also kind of happy.
Yeah,
because I got to read so much.
Now
of it
we gotta
at once.
fucking wait, bro. And next
now
arc,
I'm kind of sad.
It literally says next at the end of the issue. Says next Joker, because Joker's been in the background of this whole run, and the take is very different. And we've seen some art for how he's gonna look. He's also a giant fucking kaiju, also a fucking giant kaiju monster.
Which the fight ends with Batman taking the remains of this guy. Like, because Bane gets so big that he kind of explodes into a bunch of fleshy gush.
Because you see he grows so much and expands. You see like a mouth is growing on his shoulder and he has like an eye growing on his chest. He literally becomes a Resident Evil monster at the end of this book.
It's brutal stuff.
He becomes William Birkin.
And then Batman just like dumps him in the water as like this big pile of mush. And then at the end, the final stinger is that Joker has gathered his brain stems and his eyes and put them in like
his
this
lungs.
tank. and he's like, "Hey, yo, Bane, you know,
We're
you're
gonna
gonna
do
be
this
able to
forever."
try again, but so I can motivate you to keep going, I'm gonna kill everyone you know and love, including your wife and child."
Yep.
And that's how the issue ends, setting up the next arc, which will be Joker.
Yeah, he nukes his home.
Insane, insane stuff.
Yes,
Oh
because
my god! It's
to expand on why he did that, in this story, Bane works for Joker, and he's working for Joker in exchange for the concept of freedom at the end of it. They experiment on Bane with Venom, and the reason he's so motivated, he's like, if Batman is a good candidate, then you can experiment on him, and Bane is free. So when he loses, Joker's like, you know what? He's like, I know that what you thought you wanted was freedom. He's like, but you and I both know. He's like, you just want the fight. And as long as you think that like freedom is what you want, if you think that your end goal is going back home and chilling on the beach with your wife and your son, you're never gonna have your head in the game. So he just nukes his home. And you just see Bane, who has no body, it's just a brain and eyes and lungs. You see the reflection of the explosion in his eyes at the end. It's insane. It's so good. Great ending. Peak. That's all I gotta say.
also Batman his Batmobile is just a big dump truck.
Yeah, he just dumps
all of
the
his
guts.
at the ocean.
He's a pile of meat that is dumped in the water. But that's all I think.
Also, I saw this and I was like, "Damn,
yeah,
Catwoman,
awesome design." I love. She's got the purple.
I really
purplish
dig
look.
this Catwoman design. Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's great.
You done with that one?
Yeah, I think we can move into KO.
DC KO issue 2. No variants at my store. I was kind of bummed out.
Oh, really? Shit.
Or none of the blind bags.
I had.
Did they have the poly bag at yours?
I don't think they're doing polybags for the other issues.
Oh, dude, I would have liked to keep doing it. I liked it.
I thought that was going to be something that they maintained throughout this entire series, but I looked it up and I don't think it's going to be a thing. I think they just do it for issue 1s.
Ah, damn.
Well, I got this variant of Wonder Woman and Superman fighting, which I thought was cool.
I just got the base cover. Once again, peak. Also, Scott Snyder. He did
it's incredible.
He owned November. Again,
absolutely.
also covered this book in a previous comic book club. So if you want to go back and learn what's going on there, you can. But for now, we're just going to talk about it. Lex Luthor is fucking awesome in this book. This is one of the best written Lex Luthors ever. It's so good. I don't know how he does it. Scott Snyder, he just gets every fucking character. And this is an event book. It has fucking everybody in it. Yeah. And they're all awesome. Lex Luthor's writing is great. I love his monologues he gets. The Joker is great in this. I love that.
Dude,
he's
Joker is fucking eating people.
I was about to say he just steps on people and eats them, and it has the censored for parental guidance bar over the plate. He's just eating
I know.
them.
I think it's so cool
because he gets Adam's belt and he grows to giant size, and he kills.
Okay, so
hold up. He shrinks and kills Big Barda by crawling inside of her brain and like destroying it, and she's screaming that she's in pain. He's like, "Oh, don't worry, it's all in your head." Insane.
It's all in your head. So we should go over the premise, because each issue I assume is going to be a different section of the tournament.
Yeah, they're gauntlets.
And this one is, I think, what is it? There's 32 heroes.
There's 32 heroes and 16
in the fight at the moment.
Yes, there's 16 sacred
16 items
from the DC universe
that span across the DC universe.
So it's like
the Green Lantern rings and oh shit,
boy,
what else is there?
I think the God
Lasso
Killer
of
sword,
Truth.
the Mother Box, just all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, a Speed Force ring. Yeah, Thor's hammer,
which is a weird one. But yeah, just iconic items from across the DC universe, and whoever gets an item gets to move on to the next round. So half of them will be eliminated. And so it's a mad dash to find it and fight off. I thought this book was going to be a bunch of 1v1s, but I like this. I like the way it's gauntlets. And I guess they said next month's is going to be a tag team where you get to, have someone tap in and help you fight, I guess. So they'll be fighting in duos and teams.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Cuz next month it seems like that's when the the tie-in issues are gonna start being like, if you want to read more in depth about this fight, because there's separate issues. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
you
saw they're
know the
getting they're
matchups.
getting a Red Hood and Joker
Yeah,
fight.
like Red Hood and versus Joker is gonna get a separate issue. Superman versus Captain Atom is gonna be the first fight
He's
issue
kind of an
that we get.
asshole in this fucking issue.
He is an asshole. He's a fucking dick. Um, because I'm like, obviously, I feel like all the heroes would want Superman
Yeah,
to at
you would
least
think that they
like to be
all.
the one who wins.
Yeah,
But then Captain Atom's like, nah, fuck you. I'm taking this item. I'm gonna be the one who
yeah, because
wins. I'm like,
Superman,
okay.
if you don't know, gets his hand cut off by Lex Luthor and is
Oh yeah.
shot with kryptonite darts that prevent him from having any powers. And when Supergirl goes to give him an item, I forget what it is, Captain Atom just beats the shit out of her. It's like, no, this is mine. Leaving Superman with no item. And the best part of this book is Superman is going to lose because there's only one item left. It's a mystery item. No one knows what it is. And time's about to run out. So Superman realizes that it's a test. You have to basically at the start of the challenge, they're all told, if you follow in the footsteps of Darkseid, you'll be rewarded. And Superman realizes he has to do what Darkseid did, and he sacrifices himself by stabbing himself with kryptonite, killing himself, and he comes back with Darkseid's powers and does the I am death, but he says I am Superman. Or he says Superman is.
got-
It's so sick.
Yeah.
And they all get to move
You
on
got
to
the
the next
fucking
round.
Omega beams, bro.
Yes, it's so
Insane.
sweet. It's a great fucking ending. Lobo has Bane's venom. I love
Oh,
that.
I thought that was so cool.
Also,
I was like, this is an incredible pairing of things.
also
I'm so
fucking
excited.
Starro is so funny in this.
Oh yeah, he gets ripped apart.
He does, but I don't know why in this. I don't know what's going on in the larger DC universe. Starro is like just a little asshole. Like he's an annoying
like a
little
teenager.
dick.
He's
Yeah,
just
he's like
fucking
teenage
stupid.
Starro, and he's fucking pissing people off. I love there's a part where he's trying to hold down Lobo, and Lobo's like, "Oh, you don't got the muscle for it," and he's like, "Starfish are 98% muscle. That means I'm fucking ripped, bitch." He literally says, "He says, oh my god, Bane." I was called.
Oh
Bane.
my god,
Ben is here.
Ben joined.
Yo,
Holy
boy.
shit.
Ben,
It's the comic
we're
week.
gonna be spoiling DCKO right now.
Okay, don't do
Yeah,
that.
we're
What's the
spoiling.
comic book this week?
Oh god,
It's
Freddy. It's fucking Final
Okay.
Friday. It's the Final Friday.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Also,
'cause-
bro, Ben, we had a recreation
Yes.
of last week.
All-Star Batman.
It almost landed on Holy Terror, and I screamed again because it looked like it was gonna land on it, and it barely nudged over.
It was
Okay.
one away.
It was
What I'm gonna
lit-
do is shuffle the order of the list because when we put the comics on there, sometimes I'll be like, okay, time to put a few controversial ones in a row and then a few good ones in a row. Obviously, we're gonna need to randomize the
Dude.
randomizer.
This close to Holy Terror, and I was like, "Fuck no!" And but yeah, we got fun.
Yeah, if it ever lands on that one, for now, we'll just do it again.
we'll put on a couple good ones. That was so funny.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that one's interesting because it apparently when we were watching those movies back in the old days, we were talking about how there was a canceled comic for that film, and this is apparently a comic that either came out before or after it, but kind of does the same thing that canceled one was supposed to, from my understanding.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll let you guys go. Let him. I just figured just to ask. I thought you guys were actually done.
Yeah.
But
No,
all right, you guys enjoy. See you.
all right. Ben cameo.
Bye, Ben.
We did say he would cameo. Remember?
We
said
did.
we
I
did-
had a feeling he was going to join throughout the episode.
That's so funny.
One thing I really thought was cool was Lex Luthor again, who's written amazingly. He manages to get the Black Lantern ring.
Yes, and he resurrects
he
the dead elder gods.
Elder gods, and they're just these giant creatures just taking everybody out. Incredible. I texted the group chat when I was reading it, but I was like, this book unlocks something primal in me.
Yes.
It's just doing the coolest shit you could ever imagine.
That's
DC to
that's
do.
all Scott Snyder knows how to do is do the most badass shit that's ever happened ever. Also, fucking
I know,
awesome.
it's-
Red Hood gets the fucking Blue Beetle scarab.
Yeah,
That's so
I thought
sick.
that was super cool too.
And I love.
I'm super excited to read Red Hood versus Joker. I'm
Yeah,
very
I might need
curious
to
how
get
that's
that
gonna
one.
go.
I also love when multiple people are going to just try to kill Joker because they fucking hate his ass. And they're all like, I'm going to get him. No, I am. And he looks at us like, man, I love when they fight over me. He's just so well written because, like,
Joker.
the becoming a literal god is on the line. He's just like, yeah, I'm the Joker. I'm a fucking asshole. I'm going to
the
just be a
fucking
dick.
Joker. Nobody wanted me here, but I
Yeah.
somehow got here.
Yep.
It's incredible. The twist at the end, though.
Booster Gold is Darkseid.
Yeah, he's just fully been taken over by Darkseid.
Yes, and he's entering the arena.
And Booster Gold was like, he's part of the group that was like the inciting incident. Like he let everyone know that this tournament was a necessity in order to save the world. So I'm very curious.
So I guess this was part of his plan the whole time.
I guess
to get
so.
into the tournament. So it's gonna be Booster Gold in the tournament with Darkseid in his body controlling him.
Yes. And the final people who have the people who have made it past this round are Superman, Captain Atom, Guy Gardner, Jay Garrick, Aquaman, Hawkman, Lex Luthor, the Demon, Wonder Woman, Lobo, Swamp Thing, Cyborg, the Joker, Red Hood, Zatanna, and Harley Quinn. There were a few heroes I was actually like surprised didn't make it through, and also the book just like glossed over their deaths, like Damian Wayne.
Oh shit, you're right. A lot of us got.
He was there.
They just got vaporized.
Yeah, like we did not see them. Also, one thing I was actually a little disappointed about
there's a tie-up of who loses. So far in this issue, Giganta, Power Girl, Firestorm, Cheetah, King Shark, Connor Hawk, Black Lightning, Supergirl, Metamorpho, Big Barda, Damian Wayne, Star Sapphire, Batwoman, Vixen, Plastic Man, and Starro all lose.
That's what I was upset about. I was really excited to keep seeing Plastic Man.
Yes, I love the way he was written in this too.
I was like, oh, he's going to be one of the ones who just makes it for some reason, but he's dead already. I was like, shit.
I wanted,
man.
Even before I saw how funny he was in this issue, I wanted Starro.
Starro would have been great.
I just loved when they in the first issue they show him, he's like this tall. And he's like sitting posing like this, like next to the Joker or something. Yeah. I'm like, I need this motherfucker and more stuff. And then in this issue, I was like, he's so funny. I love him. He's just like he's like Chucky. He's written like Chucky. He's like a little 2-foot tall demon that wants to like kill everybody. And he can multiply.
Also, I forgot that like the Suicide Squad, like James Gunn's movie, isn't actually how Starro works, where everyone just instantly dies if they attach to him. So I was like, holy shit, Starro just attached to like every major hero. Oh fuck.
Yeah, because there's one point in the book where he controls almost everybody in the arena, and he gets wiped out because Wonder Woman grabs Thor's hammer and fries all of them at once, which was cool.
Yeah, there's like from opening to close of this book,
exciting.
It's just. It's an exciting thing. It's
and
awesome.
I love that you get a flashback from before Darkseid first attacked and started all this of Clark, Diana, and Bruce just out of costume hanging out, and they're talking about what they're each. Tim Drake advised, or he suggested, that they all, for a fun thought experiment, guess what the others would be if they didn't have any powers, they didn't have their current job, and the big one. Also, again, just shows that Scott Snyder understands these characters. Because I wouldn't know what to put. But the first thing they say is, like, Wonder Woman would be a tour guide for, like, important landmarks, like natural park, like, just, like, you know, national parks and stuff. And I was like, that actually is what she would do. That's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
I forget what they say for Batman. Whatever they pick a great one for Batman, too. No, Doctor. Shit. They said a Doctor.
Bruce, Doctor. And then
like his dad.
Bruce says Clark would be the president.
And Clark doesn't agree with it. And the book, the revelation he has is that he doesn't believe he would be a politician, and Batman tells him, he's like, your power, he's like, is you're a strategist like I am. But he's like, but he basically like, you use different math than I do. I forget how he phrases it, and that is what motivates Superman in the present day to like think and solve this problem from a different angle. Super well written.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder, the GOAT, he gets the characters.
You said it the first time we talked about this book, but I love that Scott Snyder is doing this approach where like each of his big event stories are focused on a certain character, and
yes,
him like obviously we're very familiar with how he writes Batman.
And
That has
Joker.
been the character that he has consistently, and Joker. Like these have been the characters he consistently goes back
That's what he made
to
his name
and
on.
knows how to write them well. But I am super happy with how he writes Superman. Like
That's what I was
this
saying.
is
His
exactly
Superman-
how I want this character to be.
Because one of the best moments is at the start of this book, this issue, when everyone's running to find their items. Superman flies after Superman's like, I don't care about winning. He's like, all I care about is stopping Lex Luthor from winning. But also, he makes sure to, along the way of following Lex Luthor, he stops and fights and slows down the other villains so the heroes can all find their items. It's so cool.
He says his purpose in this
Is
fight
to make sure
is not to win,
Yeah.
but to make sure the villains don't.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, man.
He's so
That's
good.
so good.
He's
It's
so
so cool.
It's awesome. His
Oh
Lex
my God.
Luthor is so well. One of the best Lex Luthors in just one issue. He just gets it. It's awesome. His monologues. I love that he inverses Lex Luthor's motivation, because normally Lex Luthor is like, as he says in this book, he's like, you do too much. You don't let us do anything. He's like, you. That's why Lex Luthor hates Superman. He's like, you do everything. We can never grow if you do everything for us. But in this, he's like, actually, fucking asshole. He's like, you don't do anything for us. He's like, you just want the world to stay the same. He's like, you're not actually doing anything. And that's what I fucking hate about you, is you think that using all your power, the best use is to do nothing and change nothing. He's like, because he tells you that if you get your power, he's like, I know. Even though he doesn't talk to him, he's like, I know that you're just going to fucking put everything back to the way it was. He's like, you're not going to fuse this great power to fix everything like you could. Lex Luthor's like, I will fix everything. I'll make the world perfect. He's like, but you'll just put everything back. And that's such a perfect Lex Luthor motivation.
I'm excited to see it too, because I think that is going to launch off the rest of this series. Like, I think we will get to a point, and with Scott Snyder saying what he said about Superman being, the main
hero,
focus of this story, I do obviously believe that Superman is going to make it to the end, and I think that the internal dilemma that he's gonna end up facing at the end of this book is exactly what Lex Luthor said. Everything. Like, do I put these things back to the way they were exactly, or do I make things better? Mm-hmm. So I'm super excited to see how this. It's only gonna be 5 issues, so we have 3 more.
Yeah.
Once a month. Holy shit!
I'm gonna be sad when this is over.
I know. This hands down has to be the best DC crisis event.
This has to be the best comic event in a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's also how I feel about Absolute Batman. Please don't end Absolute Batman. Please never end.
I know. I think they said that there isn't an end in sight. This universe is planning to go. Because
it's a hit. People love it. People love the Absolute comics.
Fuck! You know what? I forgot to mention in this book, Dick Grayson gets another.
Yes, he gets another cameo at the start of the book. He's like, fucking let's go. Batman. Yeah, he'll show up soon.
Fuck Batman again.
Yep.
Yeah, he said Dick Grayson and Jason Todd are gonna have a major part in the next arc.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he said Jason Todd as well. So I think my prediction, going back to Absolute Batman, is Dick Grayson's just going to skip right to Nightwing. And then Jason Todd will be the Robin figure. But yeah, Scott Snyder on top as always.
Peak!
Oh my god.
Peak!
I just got the first omnibus out of 2
Metal.
for Dark Knight Metal. And I'm super excited to sink my teeth into that story. I know it's the introduction of Batman Who Laughs, who ended up being a character who I think overstayed their welcome.
He was just such a huge hit that DC was like, put him in everything.
Yeah, I'm excited to finally read what that's all about. And
you're also going to get the Grim
Scott Snyder faith.
You know the Grim Knight? He's in that book.
I think I saw him at the in the back of the book with all the Batman variants.
He's like the Batman Punisher combo, where he's just Batman with a fuck ton of
yeah.
guns. It's pretty cool.
I'm super excited. I'm probably going to start reading that after this. But
time to move on. Last pull box, whatever the fuck we're calling it. Also, this is Batman versus Deadpool. This is the crossover. This is DC's part of it. I got the cover with Batman and Punisher because I love the Punisher, and this is by the artist who does All-Star Batman, or Absolute Batman, Nick Dragata. Great cover, awesome. You got 4 issues in here, so I'll get my first only real complaint out of the way. I think it's a small one. I think they ordered the stories wrong. Because I think you get 2 good stories at the start, and then you got the 2 cute, funny ones back to back. I think they should have, like, put the cute, funny ones in between, right? It kind of made me feel like I was like, this is getting better and better. And then I was like, oh, these are, like, 2, like, the Harley Quinn and Hulk stories, like, a cute, like, 3-page thing. Then you got the Miss Marvel and Static Shock. Like, that's a cute, like, 2-page thing.
I
feel like it should have broken
No, I
up.
do agree with you.
That's the only issue.
agree with you that ending the book with those 2 stories
back to back, yeah.
I kind of was like, I don't really feel like I need to read these.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
Like 3 pages
I think they should have been in the middle.
I
think they should have been in the middle, probably.
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually do think, like, if you ended the Batman Deadpool story and then you put, like, the Harley Quinn Hulk one right after that, it's like it's like a palate cleanser.
Yeah,
because like you have a little few pages to move on.
And then you end on the Constantine and Doctor Strange one, which is also a fucking banger. But
that would have been great too.
Also,
I think, like, the first 3 stories that this book opens with Batman, Deadpool, Constantine,
I forgot the Nightwing and Laura Kinney one. Also really good.
Nightwing. I think those 3 stories they're great. They're peak crossover material.
Yes, they really get it. Let's start with Batman, Deadpool.
Yeah.
I told you
my issue so I can refresh, but I'm listening.
I had mentioned this because I actually read this when it first came out. I managed to get my hands on it before everybody else, and I was like, not to knock the Deadpool versus Batman crossover with what's his name who wrote it? Who wrote Deadpool?
Zeb Wells.
Zeb Wells, great issue, but Grant Morrison, that man just operates on a whole other level. So
he really does.
This book, this crossover comes to be because, like, once in a billion years, there's an alignment of the stars and eternity and whatever the fuck this character's in DC. They're like gods that control reality, are allowed to exist within this same space, and they have this rare romance that occurs every billion years. And when this romance happens, the worlds collide, and Batman and Deadpool are in this same reality, and it leads to this crazy fucking... this crossover is insane. And
it's just, it goes, like, back and forth between... I'm going to be honest, I got a little lost in certain parts of it, because there was one panel where Batman is, like, dead on the ground, but then also Batman's standing right next to him, and Deadpool's like, okay,
because that's
this is where we're at.
Yeah, that's a different alternate universe Batman.
And then Batman, like, becomes Wolverine at one point.
Yes, do you know that? You know
when
that
he gets
character,
put
correct?
into the Lazarus. Yeah, I do.
He becomes Darkclaw.
Because there's this really cool panel that shows, like, this office building, and it says Amalgam Comics, which is
the Amalgam universe.
A throwback to when that happened, and there's, like, a bunch of Easter eggs within that.
And they go to the fucking the Court of Owls maze in this for a second.
Yeah, you see
which
the
is
owl,
awesome.
the big owl.
Yes, Darkclaw.
A running joke in this is Darkclaw.
So
awesome,
sweet.
So sick, such a cool thing. A running joke in this is Batman constantly being like, "You're Deathstroke."
Yes, I love it. I love it.
And
he's like, "I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm not no goddamn
Who the fuck
Deathstroke."
are you talking about?
It's so funny. There's a line. Is this the same Deadpool from the other crossover? Because he's like, I know you.
Deadpool is fully aware of the other one, but this Batman
crossover.
is like, I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, so this is the same. This is the same Deadpool from Deadpool versus Batman, and this is Batman versus Deadpool, which might be hard to keep track if you know what's going on.
Also, are they implying that this Deadpool experienced the events of movie Deadpool? Because they fully mention the TVA, and Deadpool was like, I've encountered, what's her name?
Cassandra Nova.
Cassandra Nova before. So I was like,
might be
implying that it's the same shit? Like, this is all connected in some way?
It genuinely
but that could just be Deadpool fourth wall breaking stuff. Also, Deadpool Batman is at the end.
Yes, awesome. And he says the no, the 60s Batman is behind him.
It's so cool.
I can't get over how well done every element of this book is. Grant Morrison, I don't know if he's ever written Deadpool before. Fucking kills it.
This was the first time.
Fucking kills it.
I said this in a previous episode. I was super super excited to see how Grant Morrison
Mm-hmm.
wrote this character. Because I feel like Deadpool has gotten into a trap where he's just like,
I'm so silly. I'm so
I don't
blah
know.
blah blah.
Yeah, Marvel tends to write him as the silly, referencing pop culture guy. But
Yeah.
Deadpool has a lot more depth to him. And I think Grant Morrison actually manages to capture that again and make this character interesting to
And
read.
also, he goes way fucking weirder than anyone else does. Because this is
Yeah.
Deadpool's segment. He's fighting these weird little cartoon people. Like, just violently killing these little tiny cartoon men that are black and white. He's just fucking stomping them into blood. Like, he rips out one of their hearts at one point and is, like, throwing it around.
Yep.
And they do a great job capturing his fourth wall break. One of my favorite bits is when he's talking about how Batman has plot armor.
Yeah.
Batman
And then he just immediately dies.
He's like, Batman has plot armor. He's like, all right, let's put that shit to the test. And he fucking dies. So
Didn't work
fucking
this
funny.
time. And like at the end of the book, he's like, "Okay, we'll rebuild that fourth wall now. We don't
Yep.
need you to access that anymore."
Yep. And the part where Deadpool and Darkclaw Batman are fighting on the typewriter that's writing the script for the comic, it's awesome.
Yes, I
It's
love
so
that
cool. And
too.
they're jumping on the keys, and Batman writes "win" while they're fighting. I love the
So
little.
was this shadowed figure meant to be Grant Morrison? I assume.
I think so, because Grant Morrison is
I
bald.
feel like it looks like him, kinda.
Because Grant
Yeah.
Morrison's bald. I know that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's probably supposed
Also,
to be
did Grant
him.
Morrison just watch Deadpool and Wolverine? Because Cassandra Nova does the hand, eye, finger to the head thing.
I feel like yes, or I feel like maybe some of the only media of Deadpool that he's like taken in. I don't know what Grant Morrison likes, but I feel like it's possible he watched that movie and was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna take this stuff.
Also, this
But
ending,
nonetheless, he did a great job.
incredible ending panel. Who's the villain that Batman sees at the start? Is it Bronze Tiger? Hold up.
It is.
Victor
Oh, shit, I don't
Gover.
know,
Who?
actually.
Hold up. They say the name. Hold up. But he goes to see this character whose wife is killed at the start of this book. He's Sportsmaster. It's Sportsmaster.
Sportsmaster.
So
okay.
Sportsmaster's wife is killed at the start of the book, and they're fighting over this cosmic typewriter that allows them to control events of the universe, but they can't alter like certain canon. And Batman's last act is using it to bring back Sportsmaster's wife, and it ends with this awesome panel of Batman with the fireworks on top of the apartment building. It's so sick. Just incredible book, incredible story. I don't know. Just he managed to.
I really hope that this isn't a one and done thing.
No, right? Because I haven't heard anything more. I need more.
No.
I need more.
But like I'm really, really fucking enjoying this. And,
Yes.
and something that these crossovers are like kind of implying, more so in the Deadpool Batman book than this one, is that these stories are being told in a universe where these characters kind of just exist
Yeah, some of them
in
are.
one. Like this Batman Deadpool one, not so much. Like it implies that every now and then they cross over. But like the Nightwing and Laura Kinney one,
Yes.
they kind of just exist in that same world. That's where they
Yeah.
are. The Constantine Doctor Strange one, it does
Yeah, I was to say,
explicitly
let's-
say that Constantine crossed
I wanted to
over.
move over to that one real quick and just
Let's talk about that.
So in this book, I think this one is written. I read. I was like, this issue is fucking sweet. Who wrote this? Oh, James Tynion.
You'll
IV,
never guess.
Joshua Williamson.
You'll never
and
guess.
Scott Snyder. That's three goats.
Yeah.
This issue is essentially the timelines are crossing, but there is a entangling of the DC universe and the Marvel universe's magic, and it's causing a bunch of fucking problems. And a big chunk of this book is Doctor Strange and Constantine talking with each other about how different the magic is in their own worlds and what it represents and what it looks like. And you get a fucking badass fight with Swamp Thing and Ghost Rider.
Oh my God.
So
Dude.
awesome. So
Such
sick.
a cool pairing. I probably wouldn't have even thought about.
No, and it's,
but it's
awesome.
so sick.
It's so cool. It's so good. I love that Constantine is trying to go. He's trying to get one up over on Doctor Strange. He's trying to steal the Eye of Agamotto because he thinks he can handle it on his own. And at the end, they have to work together to save it. It's just awesome. It's a little brief story.
It's really impressive because these stories after Batman and Deadpool, which is the majority of the book, these stories are maybe 5 to 6 pages each. At least the Doctor Strange, Constantine, and Nightwing and Weapon X one, they're like 5 to 6 pages.
Yes.
But they're so engaging, and they manage to properly tell the story that they want to tell.
And they all look at like a different part of the universe too.
Yes, yeah. It's I don't know. It's
and they're
just,
all and they're different types of story. It's not just like, oh, here's Doctor Strange fighting Constantine. Here's Weapon X
majority,
fighting
it's
Wolverine.
just them
fighting. Yeah, it's just them, and they have different problems. Like we'll get into the Weapon X, the Laura Kinney Nightwing one is a team up. The Deadpool Batman one is like this big adventure. The Doctor Strange and Constantine one is they're trying to kind of solve this magic entangling. And then like the Harley Quinn and the Hulk one is like a fun little meeting. But we can move on to the Nightwing and Laura Kinney one. This one was fucking sick.
I really enjoyed this.
And
I
didn't grasp what. It didn't cross my mind why they paired them together. And then at the end, you're like, oh, duh, it's because they're the children, unofficial children, but technically official children, of two of the biggest, like, stoic characters in their universes. They're Wolverine and Deadpool's kids.
Dude, at the end of the story, not to jump, like, right to the end, but the final, like, this...
Yeah, I was going to figure it out. The last page is
final
awesome.
Page of them perching with Batman and Wolverine
in the clouds, it's so sick.
It's an incredible page, and Nightwing is just like living up to the best there is at what they do.
Yes,
I was like,
great,
and
awesome.
They're fighting this against Killer Croc.
Yes, it's super cool.
I was just like, oh my god, man.
I love just them hanging out in the clock tower, having Chinese food with Batgirl and Laura's younger sister, who I don't know. I'm not familiar with this character, and they're talking about their dogs, their pet
also,
dogs.
I there's a really cool back and forth that they have, not talking directly to each other, but in their minds, where like Dick Grayson throughout this book is doubting that she wants to team up with him and be there and be like, I need to live up and be the best hero that I can be, and then Weapon X is just like, I think this guy is better than Batman. And I think that
yeah,
I don't know, I just really enjoyed this back and forth that they had internally, and the thought bubbles were really cool. The action was well done.
I love when
really impressive.
When
really
they go
impressive stuff.
They go to save Laura Kinney's younger sister Gabby, who has the same powers as Logan and Laura. And Nightwing's like, we gotta save her before she's hurt, and Laura Kinney's like, nah, she'll be fine. He's like, she could be eaten. He's like, yeah, we'll be okay. We can grow arms and limbs back. Like, you can't.
Yeah,
really...
they're like, we've been eaten by monsters before. It's more of an inconvenience than anything.
Like, it's fine. Like, no one gives a shit. And when he finds she has the claw sticking out of her hand, and he's like, you have a bone sticking out of your hand. She's like, yeah, I'm supposed to have a bone sticking out of my hand. He's like, what the fuck is going on here?
That's supposed to be there.
Yeah. It's awesome. Also took like the wholesome approach to Killer Croc.
The Hulk and Harley Quinn one.
Cute little story, a little fun, a little silly, right?
Yeah, which I prefer that. I like when
they didn't that
I
should
prefer
be a
when
little
Killer
cute
Croc
thing.
is just like
the wholesome approach.
Yeah. I was happy with the story. I think it was great.
But yeah, the Harley Quinn and Hulk.
Harley Quinn and Hulk, it was kind of a throwaway one for me.
Yeah, well, it's like a little Looney Tunes crossover.
Like, I don't know. That pairing is a little odd.
Yeah,
it is very Looney Tunes-esque.
That's what it is. Like a bunch. There's no setup for it. They're like, Harley Quinn's out. She's eating a hot dog. The Hulk is chasing a robot. All the hot dogs get knocked into a vat. They become big evil monster hot dogs, like a regular show. So they blow them all up. That's fine. Right? I'm like, it's like it's like a little cute. Stuff, yeah. It's like a little Looney Tunes whatever story. Not what I don't want to be like. I'm not saying whatever and insulting. It's just supposed to be like, it's like 4 pages and you go, ha, that's cute. I liked it. You know, it was funny seeing them. The art's good. I love how cartoony it is.
And I think it succeeds at exactly at what it's trying to do.
Great job. The last one, fun pairing as well. The Static Shock and Miss Marvel. Um, Static Shock, beloved character.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel becoming more popular
Are
recently.
they fighting fucking Godzilla at the end of
Yeah, they're
this?
fighting some giant ass kaiju, and it's just
Who
like
is
a little.
this?
I don't know. It's kaiju man.
It's
He's just a
fucking
monster.
Godzilla.
But yeah, it's a little story. They both have like a crush on each other. They don't know each other at all, and they team up to fight this big Godzilla, and then it ends with them being like, "Oh, it's good to have a friend." Again, fun, good little story. Good, nice. I'm happy it was there.
Yeah, those two stories are 4 pages. They're well written. But again,
They should have
I
been in the
really
middle.
hope that there's more of this to come.
Yeah,
I think
I
agree. I think it should have interchanged with those 3 other stories. That would have been better structurally. But yeah, I just hope that this Marvel DC thing doesn't stop. There's no news of any more after this issue. But
I know.
I really
dude.
hope we don't have to wait,
Another like
30 years
15
again
years
for
or
something to
20
happen.
Dude, it's awesome, and I'm sure this is a big hit for both of them. Right?
Yeah.
Like how are you?
I need to pick up. No, I agree. I need to pick up the issue of Deadpool Batman because I didn't get to buy the physical issue of that. But like, I really want to own these, and because these are this
rare.
is
This is a
monumental.
yeah.
Like
this is rare. This happens
this
once
is
every
a
like.
big deal.
This has happened only 2 times before. This is very.
But again,
rare.
like I really hope that it happens more frequently now.
Yeah.
I can imagine that these are selling well.
It's like if
people-
you're a Marvel and DC
it-
fan who's currently buying, you're not reading this. Like, I can't picture that. I can't picture someone who loves
like
Marvel
this-
and goes to comic book stores like, oh, I'm not picking that. I was like, why? Why would you not pick this up?
That would be crazy.
That's weird.
I know. Unless you're an ultimate hater of DC or Marvel, you
Yeah.
should be reading this.
Exactly. But I think
I
that
don't know, I think that's about it.
that it.
Are we wrapping up? Are
We're
we done
wrapping
with
up.
the episode?
We're wrapping up.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's been this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
As it will incentivize us to keep going, and that would be really nice.
Yep.
We're trying to get to 50 at the moment. That's the current goal.
Yeah. We're trying to reach
50 subscribers.
50.
It's crazy.
We're trying to get that 35th subscriber back. He
Trying to
left.
get that- we lost a subscriber. What the fuck?
We need him to come back.
Oh my god.
Or we're trying to replace him. Either
But yeah,
one.
thank you guys for watching. We'll have Ben back next week.
Maybe.
But in the meantime, goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's how we're gonna. All right.